So down this way, which is where we found the ferryman, guy who would row us across the water. This is that room. Oh, stupid octopus. Thanks for the tea, I guess. 2,000. It's there in the normal castle too, but not really a great spot to farm it in the normal one. In this one, yeah, not so bad though. It looks like there'd be something down here, or up here, I guess. Again, why are these fish upside down? I feel like I'm missing something with that, but oh well. And what do I get? What do I get? Oh baby, the Alucard shield. This is the best shield in the game. It's also the reason the shield rod is the best weapon in the game. I will show that off later at a specific point. I'm banning that for normal use because it is flat out too overpowered. Yes, even more overpowered than this thing. Well, I guess I'm not really banning it, but this is flashier, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna go rub my head against the ceiling. Okay, we are back right over at the entrance to the abandoned mine. Tell you, man, rubbing my head against the ceiling, it wasn't quite as bad as the last time I had to do it, but it's still not fun either way. Oh, hello, you. I guess you lost your boss privileges, too. Of course, you were, like, the first boss, so you weren't, you know, probably that strong anyway, but sucks for you. Now, is it a save point that I'm going towards? I want to say it probably is. That's how it usually goes. Indeed. That's all well and interesting, but not really anything I need to care about right now. Hello, Gabins. Could I please go up? I don't need to kill you guys, but I will if you're in the way. I was gonna spare them, truly I was, but no, they just decided to knock me back. Like I said, I can deal with the damage, it's the knockback that really annoys me. Oh, there's Slogra. I guess if Gaben's around, it just makes sense Slogra would be as well.
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness!
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
Hey, you're the guy who took my items at the start of the game. Well, that was very nice of you. Totally appreciate that. So he floats around, shooting scythes at you. Kind of reminiscent of what he would do in the past games. But, you know, this is a slightly different. Phase 2. Got like a guillotine sort of thing going on. Maybe. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Keep it up. Your little boomerang scythes. 1 damage. He does 1 contact damage. That's so weak. Come on, Death. You can do better than that. As you can see, even without cheese strats, he does not do a whole lot. Well, it could be worse. He could have been the Castlevania 2 Death. That was an easy one. And we get the Eye of Vlad. What does the Eye of Vlad do? Luck plus 10. Very useful, actually. Get a lot of crits like that. Or item drops if that's more your thing. So, just like in the normal castle, you can equip the demon card. Come on. Right there. Thank you.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
And we can just go right on in. More Slogra, not that I'm particularly worried about them. Look, if he was an easy boss, he's an even easier enemy. So, we got Ring of Ares here in the normal castle. Some green tea, Power of Sire, and a life apple. Nothing good. Oh well. Not that I really need any more buffs or anything. I think I'm quite strong at this point. Hello, bats. Still appreciate ya. Keep on keeping on with whatever you're doing. Which is being bats. So I guess good job. Oh goody. There's no imps this time? Heck yeah, that makes this way better than the normal one. What's my prize? Alucard sword. So this is technically what the best sword in the game is, assuming you're not using one of the cheap, cheesy weapons. It's powerful. It attacks quickly, you know, it's got good range. If you're not using either Shield Rod or Chrysogrim, this is probably the best weapon in the game, but as it stands, the other two are so much more overpowered that it just gets a distant third. And I do mean quite distant for third. Oh well, it's there if you want to limit yourself. And this should just be a warp if I remember right. Yep, so at least we have easy access to this area. Not that I need to use that quite yet, but I will on the way out for sure. Oh. Come on, high jump. Thank you. I like using it because it's faster than being a bat, but I'm just not that good with it. Oh well. I was gonna say what can you do, but you know, practice is kind of what you could do. Oh, that looks like more Power of Sire, alright. These consumables, I tell ya. I'd rather just get more HP or something. So that's the end of the mine. Just as last time, it is very short. Ooh, catacombs is sounding kind of evil. There's a save point. Yes, but it's also a hallway. I have got to stop making note of when that happens, although hey, I think there's only, you know, 3 in each castle. Magic Missile and Buffalo Star. I guess it's not quite as rare as I made him out to be, because that would mean 6 total. Oh, hello. You're throwing cats at me as your attack. Seems a little immoral, don't you think? Well, I can actually do shields. More than most enemies figure out. But you can get them while they attack, I believe. And then they turn into a cat themselves. This is a very interesting enemy. Now, you might ask, do I feel bad about killing them as well? A little bit. But I feel more bad about killing the cats. Oh, Salome, that's your name, okay. And yes, when they're a cat, it does hurt you. It's such a funny enemy. It's like, I get it, they're witches, but just the fact they actually use turning into a cat as like an attack is just kind of humorous to me. Ooh, get out of here. So if my memory serves me right, this should be the huge spike room, right? Or, well, eventually, the big spike room is down here. Oh, hello. Who are you? Frozen half. Well, he's no match for me. I think that's an ice caster? No, lightning? I don't know. I'll have to take another look. Ooh, spikes. Make sure you put the spike breaker on. Don't be a dunce and forget it like I would. 'Cause I totally would. But hey, at least they had the decency to light the room up this time. So these yellow skeletons are just like the blood skeletons we fought in the normal castle, you know, the red ones. They just resurrect significantly faster. I don't know why I'm bothering with these enemies, I'm just taking more damage than anything. Karma coins. Thank you, I guess. And potions I'll never use. Hooray! Now, interestingly enough, these are also blood skeletons. They don't look like it, because they just look like regular old skeletons. But they revive really quickly. I think they even do it faster than the yellow ones, if I'm not mistaken. Which I could be. And you get an elixir and a library card for your troubles. Hooray. Now to go all the way back. Okay, well that was a small little walk back. Oh yeah, you look like you do ice. Not that you have a shield unlike these witches, so you'll die probably before I'll see you do anything, but... cool. Stop throwing cats at me, I don't want to kill your cats. Golly, the nerve of some enemies, I tell you. Like here, let me just throw cats at you as an attack. I mean, hey, it does damage, so I guess it's a viable strategy, but... and come on, think of the cats. I'm gonna lose that, aren't I? Oh, close. Not that I really care, but it's, you know, rare-ish. Hey, the regular blood skeletons. Honestly, you can just fly over them as the bat, too, if you'd rather. It's kind of there to slow you down. Barely. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? Well, that was not very threatening. Oh, wow, this is a lot different than the normal one. So in the normal castle, it was all lava and stuff, and this one, it looks just like goop. Which, you know, goop is cool, I guess. Fake wall, of course. With the Necklace of J. Defense +5. This is actually a pretty good, solid accessory. I could actually recommend that one. But hey, I don't need it, and I'd rather have 5 more attack, you know? Because if the enemy's dead, they can't hurt you anyway. Seems like good logic to me. Oh look, green blood skeletons. I swear, they just got a blood skeleton of every flavor here, don't they? Oh well. Oh look, it's the most useless room in the castle. Again. It was useless in the normal version, and it's just as useless in this version. That one really does just make no sense to me. Oh boy. So, I am going to show you why the shield rod is the most overpowered weapon in the game. Assuming I can find where I put it. I swear, they gotta really fix the inventory. So for this boss, I'm gonna recommend actually the barrel circlet. You will see why. Because he does this electric attack. And you're basically immortal if you have the barrel circlet equipped. So it doesn't matter how little damage you do to him, he'll just... I mean, yeah, he can hurt you pretty good, but it'll never out-damage his lightning healing you. Now, we are going to use the Alucard shield and demonstrate just why it is the most overpowered thing in existence. Now, that was a lot of damage, really quickly, as I'm sure you could see. Needless to say, that guy has a lot of HP. In fact, he has more HP than the final boss, so I figure, hey, you know, who better to show it off on? Yeah, that, combination of Shield Rod and Alucard Shield, you basically kill everything in one hit. It is kind of amazing, but it also is, you know, incredibly overpowered. That's the highest damage you will ever see in this game, so constant 200 tick like every fraction of a second there. It's very cool. Get the ruby circlet for beating him, which, you know, restores HP by fire. Not that you will need it, but it is there, I guess. But more importantly, we get gas. We get gas cloud. I know not every ability in this game needs to be super great, but I'll just give you a few seconds to think, what does gas cloud, like, what does that image generate in your head when you think of that ability? Like, just think, gas cloud, I wonder what that could be like. Oh, free diamond here, by the way. Well, if you guessed turning yourself into a damaging fart cloud, you would be correct. I don't know why they needed to put that, let alone past what is kind of the super boss of the game. But they did. It's the thing that happened. Yeah, I don't quite know why they put it behind such a difficult boss, but they did. Anyway, now I'm gonna go meet you somewhere else. Alright, I just warped back to the bottom of the map, or formerly the top of the map, the spot by Dracula's throne room. Because, hey, might as well loop back around this way now. We got some tombstones, just like the pizza, I think. I've never had one, actually. Or have I? I don't know. If I did, it would have been a long time ago. They actually have a lot of defense, but thankfully Crucigun kind of makes a joke of them. So I think we fought a boss here in the normal castle. Oh, I thought wrong. Oh no, I didn't. I just jumped the gun. That's like the next room after this one, that's right. Consumables I don't care for. Now this room has those stupid pod enemies. I don't want to deal with them, quite frankly. So I won't. Save point. They're just not worth the time. No siree. Like I said though, these floor ones, so much easier. Those Black Panthers can also hit quite hard, so be careful about those guys. Yeah, there's the boss room. Who do we got? You look like Medusa. So that means you probably have one of the Vlad items then. Surprise, surprise, Medusa petrifies you. Who would have ever thought it? Do anything else? I guess lightning? You gonna use that sword? Oh, she does. Well, that was pretty easy. And there you get the Heart of Vlad. What does the Heart of Vlad do? Avoid curse. It's not super useful, but it's there. I mean, it's required, so I mean, you can't avoid that one. Oh well. I didn't mean to kill that guy. That'll be my excuse. Talwar, that's probably a very not useful sword, I would imagine. I mean, I guess you could have came here straight out the gate when you got to inverted, but eh. Let's see, candle. With the salt. Oh,